All right, we're about to go on this incredible journey through a delivery network that never, ever stops. It never sleeps, and it's working inside you this very second. Yep, we're talking about your circulatory system. So let's follow the route of what is, without a doubt, the most vital delivery service on the entire planet. So let me just kick this off with a question for you. Forget Amazon, forget FedEx. What do you think is the single most important, most sophisticated delivery service in the whole world? You got it. It's the one that's happening inside of you, right this very moment. This system is responsible for keeping every single one of your trillions of cells alive and kicking. It's your body's own personal, nonstop career. Okay, so let's get into it. What is this delivery service actually doing? Well, its core mission, its entire reason for being, is something called transportation. Transportation is really just a fancy word for moving essential stuff around. Think about it. It's moving things like oxygen from your lungs and all the nutrients from your food to every single cell. But at the same time, it's also the garbage truck, picking up all the trash like carbon dioxide and other waste products to get them out of there. It's this constant, absolutely vital exchange. Now, any great delivery service has key parts that make it all work, right? You've got the central warehouse, a whole fleet of vehicles, and of course the precious cargo. Well, your circulatory system is no different. So let's meet the key players. First up, we have the engine, the central pump, the powerhouse that drives this entire operation. We are, of course, talking about your heart. It's kind of amazing to think that this incredibly powerful organ is only about the size of your clenched fist. But it's cardiac muscles. They are so strong, they just keep pumping, continuously, your entire life. We're talking over 100,000 times a day. And it's split into 4 chambers, 2 atria up top that receive the blood, and 2 ventricles down below that do the heavy lifting and pump it out. Next up, you need the infrastructure, right? You need the roads and highways for all this traffic to move on. In our bodies, these are your blood vessels. And this is a perfect way to break down the 2 main types of highways. You've got arteries, which carry that oxygen-rich blood away from the powerful pump of the heart. That's why their walls are so thick and muscular. They have to handle all that high pressure. Then you have veins, which bring the oxygen-poor blood back towards the heart, where the pressure is a lot lower. A really easy way to remember it, arteries, away. Oh, and get this, if you could stretch out all the blood vessels in your body end to end, they would circle the entire Earth more than twice. Just wow. Okay, so you can't have a delivery service without the actual packages being delivered, right? In our bodies, that precious cargo is our blood. And blood isn't just one thing. It's a whole team working together. You've got your red blood cells. They're the oxygen couriers, using this special protein called hemoglobin to grab onto oxygen molecules. Then you've got your white blood cells. That's your internal security force, fighting off infections and invaders. Platelets? They're the emergency repair crew, rushing in to form clots whenever you get a cut. And all of this is floating in plasma, which is the liquid that carries everybody and everything along for the ride. So we have the pump, we have the highways, and we have the cargo. Now let's see how it all comes together in this incredible double journey the blood takes on every single trip through the body. This whole process is called double circulation, and it is a remarkably efficient design. The key thing to get here is that for every 1 full trip around the body, blood actually passes through the heart twice. And why? Well, this system makes sure that the blood going out to the body is always at super high pressure and totally loaded up with fresh oxygen. It's genius. So let's trace the path. First, all the used up deoxygenated blood comes back from the body and enters the right side of the heart. The heart gives it a good push, sending it on a quick trip to the lungs. Now in the lungs, it drops off all that carbon dioxide and picks up a fresh supply of oxygen. Then, this newly oxygenated blood comes back to the left side of the heart, which gives it a massive, powerful pump, sending it out to every other part of your body. 2 loops, 1 incredible system. But look, all of this pumping and all of this traveling, it's all for one reason: the final delivery. That one moment where the cargo gets dropped off at its final destination. This is the all-important exchange. This exchange doesn't happen on the big arterial highways or the main veins. No. It happens on the tiny little neighborhood streets, these microscopic blood vessels called capillaries. They are so ridiculously small that red blood cells have to actually line up in single file just to pass through. And it's right here, in these super delicate capillaries that the magic happens. Oxygen and nutrients literally seep out of the blood and into the cells all around them, giving them the fuel they need to live. And at the exact same time, the cells offload their waste products, like carbon dioxide, which get picked up by the blood to be carried away. This right here, this is the entire purpose of the whole journey. I mean, this non-stop, high-pressure system works tirelessly for us, every second of every day. But, like any complex machine, it's pretty important to be able to check in on its performance. So let's talk about how we can keep this amazing system healthy.
While there's a key indicator, a little snapshot of how hard this system is working that you probably hear about at every single doctor's visit is one of our most important vital signs.
We measure its health with blood pressure. And you know what? It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a direct measurement of the force, or the pressure, that the circulating blood is putting on the walls of your arteries. A normal reading is somewhere around 120/80. That number is basically telling us two things: how much pressure your heart is generating to push blood out, and how much pressure is still in your arteries between beats. It's a vital sign for an absolutely vital system. So, from the powerful pump of the heart to that microscopic exchange happening in the tiniest of capillaries, this delivery service is on the job 24/7 for your entire life. So knowing everything that goes into each and every single heartbeat, what's one choice you can make today to help this incredible journey run just a little bit smoother?